Cortisol, the hidden hormone sabotaging your weight loss. What if the biggest thing sabotaging your weight loss isn't your diet, your workout, or your willpower, but a hormone your body releases every day? Cortisol is known as the stress hormone, and it plays a bigger role in weight gain and fat storage than most people realize. In this episode, we'll break down how stress, poor sleep, overtraining, and even multitasking can spike your cortisol and stall your results. You'll discover the unexpected ways that your daily habits may be triggering fat storage, and more importantly, how to fight back. Modern stress, hidden triggers, and hormonal balance are the real weight loss battlegrounds. This episode will give you practical tools, the latest science, and new ways to think about managing your weight from the inside out. Now, before we get started, we have a thin thread mystery for you. See if you can guess what it is before the end of the episode. Some people burn more calories doing the exact same workout. It's not about effort, it's about biology. And this mystery has puzzled researchers for years. Could it be genes, hormones, or even something more unexpected at the cellular level? Here's your first clue. The answer may lie in how your body regulates an energy-producing protein you've probably never heard of. Stress and fat storage. Okay, let's get into today's topic. Cortisol is often known as the stress hormone, but most people have no idea how deeply it influences belly fat, hunger, and metabolism. In this segment, we'll uncover how modern life constantly triggers cortisol spikes, and how those spikes can directly undermine your weight loss efforts. From a lack of sleep, emotional stress, and even over-exercising, cortisol could be the missing link in your weight loss puzzle. Understanding its role is the first step toward making science-based changes that actually work. First, when cortisol levels stay elevated, your body reacts as if it's in a state of emergency. From an evolutionary standpoint, this was useful. In times of famine or danger, cortisol helped conserve energy. But today, chronic stress has become the norm. This research has found that people with high cortisol levels tend to carry more belly fat, the dangerous kind stored around internal organs. This type of fat isn't just stubborn, it's metabolically active and increases the risk of insulin resistance and cardiovascular disease. Next, think pulling an all-nighter only affects your energy levels? Think again. Sleep deprivation is a major trigger for cortisol release. According to this article, even one night of poor sleep can cause a measurable spike in cortisol the next day. That cortisol boost makes you hungrier, slows your metabolism, and increases cravings for sugar and fat-heavy foods. This hormonal shift can lead to weight gain over time, especially around the midsection. And ironically, working out too hard without enough recovery time can actually raise cortisol levels instead of reducing them. The body interprets excessive high-intensity exercise as a stressor, especially when combined with poor nutrition or inadequate rest. Research shows that overtraining can lead to chronic cortisol elevation, suppressing thyroid function, impairing sleep, and stalling fat loss. Sustainable results require balanced exercise that supports hormone health, not just calorie burn. Have you figured out the thin thread yet? Here's another clue. Your body burns calories even when you're sleeping, but not everybody's system runs at the same speed. New research shows that a specific protein in your muscles may act like a metabolic dimmer switch. Some people just run hotter. And that means two people can do the same workout, but only one melts fat faster. Modern triggers. Let's talk about something most people overlook. The everyday habits that secretly spike your cortisol levels. From your morning routine to how you scroll your phone at night, modern life is filled with sneaky stressors. In this segment, we're going to break down 3 surprising ways your lifestyle might be working against you. You'll walk away seeing stress from a whole new angle. First, consider that endless scrolling on your phone might seem harmless, but your nervous system disagrees. One study showed that people who use social media more frequently reported higher stress and lower self-esteem. This mental tension can increase cortisol, especially when you compare your life or body to a filtered, curated online image. The brain doesn't fully distinguish between emotional and physical stressors, meaning digital stress can have real hormonal consequences. Next up, Skipping meals might sound like a smart weight loss trick, but science tells a different story. In one study, women who skipped breakfast had a higher cortisol level throughout the day and released even more after lunch. This stress hormone can boost fat storage and increase cravings, making weight loss harder over time. Irregular eating patterns, especially skipping breakfast, may quietly work against your goals. So if your plan is to just skip a meal, your biology may have other plans. And finally, multitasking might feel productive, but it often creates a cognitive bottleneck that increases stress. Trying to juggle emails, texts, and tasks all at once keeps your brain in a mild fight or flight state. Another study noted that task switching elevates cortisol levels and mental fatigue. Over time, this constant overstimulation can disrupt hormone balance and contribute to weight gain through stress eating or poor sleep. Still guessing on the thin thread? Here's another clue. Hormones like epinephrine, glucagon, and cortisol all play a role in how your body uses fuel during exercise, but not everyone responds the same way. One person's hormone spike could lead to fat burn, while another's leads to fatigue. It's not your imagination. Biology plays favorites. Winning the hormone game. You don't have to become a monk or give up your whole lifestyle to fight back against cortisol. In this final segment, we're going to be diving into real-world strategies that can help you keep your stress hormone in check. From small tweaks in your daily routine to scientifically backed relaxation tools, there are things you can do starting today that your body will thank you for. First, let's consider that simple breathing techniques can have profound effects, namely by helping to lower cortisol. According to some research, slow, deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing cortisol levels and improving mood. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day of mindful breathing or meditation can shift your body out of fight or flight mode and promote hormone balance. Second is nature exposure and light therapy. Spending time outdoors isn't just relaxing, it's chemically helpful to your body. A study from the University of Michigan, Go Blue, found that 20 minutes of contact with nature significantly lowered cortisol levels. Natural light exposure, particularly in the morning, also helps to reset your circadian rhythm, which keeps cortisol production in check throughout the day. And finally, anti-stress nutrition. What if a daily supplement could help your body fight stress at the cellular level? A new randomized trial found that high-dose omega-3s not only reduced inflammation and cortisol spikes during stress, but also slowed biological aging. The study focused on telomeres, the tiny caps on your DNA that shorten with age and stress. Participants taking omega-3s showed more stable telomere enzymes and less cellular damage. That means that omega-3s didn't just reduce stress, they help to protect DNA, possibly slowing how fast the body ages under pressure. Now it's time for the Thinking Thin Spotlight. Let's dive in. MIT scientists just found a smarter way to deliver weight loss drugs. It's called antibody painting, and it sticks the drug to your body's own antibodies, like hitching a ride. In mice, it worked with just 1/4 of the usual dose and lasted over 2 weeks. That means fewer shots, lower costs, and longer-lasting effects. No fancy lab-grown antibodies, just your own immune system doing the work. If this holds up in humans, it could seriously change how weight loss drugs are made, taken, and who finally gets access. And here's a meme we think you'll enjoy. Have an idea for a future meme? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. If we use your idea, we'll give you a shout out in the description. Okay, time for the big reveal. So why do some people burn more calories during the same workout? The answer lies in your metabolic variability, a mix of genetic, hormonal, and cellular factors that make some bodies burn hotter than others. Muscle protein expression, mitochondrial efficiency, and even nervous system activity all shape how your body responds to exercise. In next week's episode, we'll dig into the science of superburners, the role of brown fat, and what this means for your own fitness strategy. Want to know more? We'll cover that in the next episode, so stay tuned. Cortisol isn't just a stress hormone. It's a weight loss disruptor that works in the background, sabotaging your best efforts. We explored how it causes belly fat, spikes from bad sleep or overtraining, and hides inside everyday habits like skipping meals or multitasking. But we also uncovered the good news. You can take back control. Breathing techniques, mindful routines, and even sunlight can help lower cortisol and rebalance your system naturally. Well, that's the show for today. If this kind of content interests you, hit that subscribe button because I'll be diving into the latest trends, drug updates, and expert insights every week. Click that bell icon too to be notified when we release a new video. Have a topic you'd like covered? Let us know in the comments. And a quick reminder, I'm not a doctor, this is for information only. So always talk to your own physician before making changes to your diet or medications. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.